Hi everyone, it's me again, and Annie, and I'm here to talk today about when we have on our path, or see disabled persons, peoples on our path, and we have two options, how we feel about these people. It's either, oh, great souls, you choose a hard one in this life, to repay maybe some karmas, quickly, or we might judge these people and, mocking them and judging them and, making, silly comments and, about them, or laughing about them, or, thinking that, they just, oh my God, souls to be pitied upon. Truth is, we don't have to pity those souls because those souls, have agreed to this experience in life. One maybe to repay, past life karmas, in a quicker way, instead of coming back, for the next, 10 life, takes 10 future lives maybe to repay the karmas. They just choose that way to, for them for a quicker way to repay karmas because it's not easy to be, a disabled person, and having, restrictions in the body, or maybe missing some parts of the body, or maybe having some mental, issues, or I don't really call them issues, but maybe they are kind of retarded, maybe, or maybe they are ahead of us because we don't get them, like I call the autism persons. So we shouldn't judge any of these people, these kind of person, for whatever illnesses they have, or whatever disabilities they have, because these peoples are far ahead of us, who are just repaying some part of our karmas. These people came to and live the hardest life possible on earth, in this time, to repay past life karmas, and do it the hard way here. So, and in the other sense, on the other um, maybe on the other way we can look at it is that these people came back, to teach us lessons. How are we going to react to them? Are we going to call them stupid? Are we going to call them nuts? Are we going to call them, oh my God, they are disgusting, or I can't watch them, or are we judging them? Are we not agreeing, with what we see, and really, lowering these people down, by our perceptions of them, and and our, even when we listen to them, we might think, oh, these people are mental, these people are crazy, and these are the wrong words that we attribute to these people, really judging them, because these people are not like us. So we think that these people, are, they are different, they are disabled, and they are not like us. They have a problem. They have body problem, disability problem, physical problem, physical dysfunction, mental dysfunction, and you don't want to get associated with those kinds of people because you think they are retarded and just mental. And sometimes we put these people in mental institute because we think they are just nuts, and especially the mental people who are hearing things or seeing things. We just think oh, they are mental case. In fact, these maybe these mental people that we put in institutes, and trying to calm them or resolve the issues with drugs, we're just killing their potentials and their awareness of things that we ourselves can't see with our own eyes and can't hear with our own ears. They feel things that we can't feel, and they see and hear things that we can't see and we can't hear. So maybe those people, those mental cases that you are calling mental cases, are the good ones, are the right ones, and we are we are not the good ones because we got a long way to go because we're not hearing and seeing things the way we are supposed to see. We are with our unopened eyes, with only our physical eyes, and we are not hearing um, those um, those sounds and vibrations coming from different dimensions and different timelines. But those people are hearing them, through like hearing in the ear. I do have hearing in the ear. If you want to call me mental, go for it. And the people that sing, who are seeing ghosts or connecting with souls, or with people who cross over, they have these abilities and they have this power and they have this connection to see and to be aware. And because they have that sixth sense opened, and they have their third eye open, and they can see and they can feel and they can hear things that we, most of the normal people out in here on this earth, can't see and can't hear, because we haven't awakened yet. So we are judging all these, even these awakened people, and we are called like nuts, mental. So go for it. If we are mental, if I'm mental, there are like 1 million, millions of mental cases on Earth right here now, who are all awakening, and enlightened, and seeing and feeling and hearing things, all around us. So. I can see, like, if you want to call him me mental as well, you can go ahead for it, because, I can see energies with my eyes. So it's just a flowing of energies all around, and swirling and dancing, and all kinds of colors. And yes, so we are, the veil is, getting down, and we awaken people, seeing and hearing, and feeling all kinds of things, and we are, molding, and with other dimensions and timelines, and we can, experience and feel things that we normally wouldn't have felt, maybe, when we were awakened, years back on. And there is this shift happening all these days. Things that you couldn't even talk 10 years ago. When I had my conversation with mom, who crossed over in 2003, it was impossible for merely anyone to understand what I was going through. My family, he didn't understand what was going on with me. I was called mental, and I was told not to contact the deads that they called, that people who crossed over are not deads, the other ones, they just shifted over, they are still alive and still connecting with us. So, what happened, like in 2003 when mom crossed over and I had all these conversations with mom, it was very hard for people to understand, even, imagine my family couldn't understand me. How come, people, friends, or, even, strangers could understand me? I had to go to the church, to the priest, to make me understand what was happening even to me, to the cardinal. And, thankfully they were very open to the spirit worlds, and they are reassured me that mama, is still alive and still talking to me. So this is why, I had all these conversations with mom, and my book is out there, on these conversations, and it's Heavenly Letters from mom, and it's on Lulu. If you want to just type my name and NOELETTE Andre Lulu, and you'll have all the books out there in French and English. So about all these conversations to my mom. So just to tell you that that shift, that this shift has been awesome, over the last 10 years, because 2003, 2013, we are now in 2019, and it's like oh my God, 16 years later, 15 years later, and this has been this tremendous shift in consciousness, and we now can relate more openly to what's happening, and people relate to things that we couldn't agree upon or even think that could be happening at those times, like 10 years ago. Here today we have millions of awakened people all around the world, and we can talk freely about any stuff happening, any experiences we experience, we are without being judged or without being called mental. So yes, so going back to the disabled people, whatever disability, you see people, having, or please don't judge not, and you shall not be judged. It's in the Bible. So, for this soul, just think that this soul, has come back in this condition, to be released of karmas more quickly. Just send love to this soul, and say, talk to this soul. You have chosen the hard way to come back here, and I'm sending you all my healings and blessings, and and courage and strength to go along in this life. And I'm sending you all my unconditional love. And I'm asking all the spirits out there, all the positive spirits, to help you on your journey, in recovery and being held most, positively. This is why we come back here, to be healed, because we haven't got the lessons, in our previous lives, and we just come back to be healed. And that's the most important things that we come back here for, to be healed, to get the lessons, to be healed, and, to be free from all these past karmas and, issues and baggages that we are carrying, in our current life. So, get it straight, dear ones. Get it straight once and for all. And for those, all these new kids that are born now, they are like crystal kids. They are the new age. They are the ones who, who are teaching us, new things, and and things incredible, and we don't get them, and we try to suppress them. We try to them. Oh, no, you're on the wrong way. Don't think about that. Don't. No, you're not seeing this. No, you're not hearing this. Those kids has powers. They see things, they feel things, and they hear things that we can't see, hear, or feel. Let them express themselves. They are the crystal childs. They are here with, problems like autisms, or diseases, or illnesses that I don't know, and I can't name here. But, these new kids with problems, with physical problems, or I just watched a video today that was amazing. This little girl, who was born like differently, who aged, quickly, and I think she has a lifetime of 16 years old, maybe the highest in this time. But she's famous, and she's so happy, and she's, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. And her, she's just like a disabled person. She's just aging, but she's just so funny. She's amazing, and I find this soul amazing, and she's just teaching us, not to judge, and to accept, and to be compassionate, and to send love to those souls, and and it is what it is. And these souls are just teaching us things, that oh my God, we really need to learn, like patience towards them, and compassion and care, and love, unconditional love. If you have such a kid with disability, what this kid is teaching you is to learn about patience, love about compassion, learn about being there for them, love about caring for them, love about not being judgmental towards them, learn about how to give unconditional love to them, learn about how to make them, know their true worth, their true, real values, and what they are here and supposed to be, if they've forgotten of their purpose. So they are here to teach us, and to learn us lessons, those kinds of lessons. So blessed are the parents who have, disabled kids and children, because they are great to a tough contract as well here, and they are, the healers of these kids, and they are here, as well to learn the lessons, how to be patient and how to give unconditional love to these souls. So blessed of these parents as them, because they are preparing the karmas as well more quickly than we do. And blessed are the parents who lost a child, early, early childhood, or, and it was very difficult for them, because, they repaired karmas very quickly, as that we do, because they went through such traumatized events and feelings and emotions, because it's very hard to lose a child, when, they are young, and, you're still living as a parent and you lose a child. That's a very, very heartbreaking event to go through. But, they are repairing quickly, and they are getting blessings more quicker than we ourselves are experiencing, I also, watched a video today of someone, a boy who had, who was born with a disease, and the disease was like, he was like, sweating all the time, and the hair wasn't growing. He has like baby hair, and I see him like, he was such a cute adult with the baby hair, baby blonde hair with blue eyes, and the skin, he has skin like problems as well. But you know what, he had divine event to meet someone who called him to be like a model, and he has been doing modeling, people, who are out of ordinary, like not us, but people maybe like ETs, ETs, beings, not people that we normally see on this earth, but and acting as such. But he's got he's such a beautiful soul. If yeah, and that was his purpose here to teach us. If we were judging him, but he turned everything over, and he got his life, and he is teaching us lessons, and this is an amazing soul as well. And I really saw through this soul, and this little girl's soul as well. So please don't judge, anyone who's got disabilities, or who's got illnesses, or or whatever it is, illnesses or chronic disease or whatever it is, or MS, or whatever hard situation one person is going through. That was the agreement to go through this lifetime, through these chronic illnesses, to go, to get quicker with their karmas, past life karmas, and to go through these illnesses, and maybe born, dysfunctions, or diseases in their body, to teach us lessons, and for us, to test us if we are going to be judgmental towards them, or if we are going to dislike them, or resent them. So it's your choice in the end, to help those souls, because they are beautiful souls. And autism's child, sometimes we think that they are retarded. They are not retarded. They are high beings, and they can't adjust to our dimension here. And everything we give them, they are bored with what we are giving them, so they are just above the level that we could comprehend. Their intelligence is above what we could comprehend. Just challenge them by giving them new things, new games, new challenging games, and and you'll see how they react to those ones. And also, if they see or hear or feel things, don't stop them. Let them express themselves, because they see and hear and feel things that we can't. Normal people, you know, an awakened one can't see, hear, or feel. So, dear ones, be good ones towards the disabled people. See you soon. Share my video.